Hey guys, today I am filming in my sister's bedroom, and I was trolling YouTube, and I found this video, and it was this guy saying, I believe it was called 10 Things I Hate About Girls, and they were all pretty accurate. I didn't do any of them, but that sounds really conceited. But they were pretty accurate. A lot of girls do the things that he was saying. And it sparked me to do a 10 Things I Hate That Guys Do video. So this is sort of just a little informative venting video. So if that's not your thing, pack up and go. Fair warning. Okay, so 1. You try to get in our pants and you aren't even discreet about it. Okay, guys, this drives us absolutely crazy. We understand that that is essentially every guy's motivation. Maybe it's not, maybe it's not every guy's. That sounds like a sweeping generalization, and I'm sorry. But that's a lot of guys' motivation. And that is okay. Most of us have come to terms with that by now. But at least have the common decency to keep most of it inside of your head. Okay? Because some of us find that really offensive, and some of us just find it gross, and it's a real turn-off, and we don't like that. And it's not saying that we don't want you to be sexy, because we do. But we just don't want this constant barrage of requests that we don't want to fulfill. So once we say no, please don't ask again. Okay. 2. You are so difficult to have conversations with. This applies to most guys. Okay. When a girl is talking to you, and maybe it's not like an actual conversation, sometimes it is, but maybe it's not an actual conversation and you're like Skyping or you're texting or you're chatting on Facebook or something, and all you're doing is replying haha or LOL or smiley face or K or cool or things like that. One-word answers drive us crazy. What is that giving us? Where are we supposed to go from there? Even if you do like us, that's giving us the vibe that you don't even want to talk to us. So, and maybe you don't. And if you don't, then just don't answer the first time. 3. You never want to open up even though we are begging you. We aren't just curious, we actually care. Okay? So, when you seem upset and we say, what's wrong? And you're clearly upset and you say it's nothing, and then we say, it's clearly something, and you say, it's really nothing, it's no big deal. Oh my God. Yes, it is. Maybe it's not a big deal to you, but if you're like me, and when you like a guy, you actually care about his feelings, then it drives you crazy when he's upset and he won't tell you why. Because generally, when the guy you are into is upset, it either makes you want to go kill the cause of his being upset, or wrap your arms around him and tell him that everything is going to be okay. And maybe, guys, you don't dig that. And if you don't, then just tell us. But at least tell us what's wrong. Okay? Because it drives us nuts. 4. You are freaking bipolar about how you feel about us. Oh my God. One day, we're gorgeous and funny and cute and adorable and you want to talk to us all the time, and the next we are completely unimportant or annoying or bothersome and embarrassing and you don't want to ever see us again. Like, oh my God. That really ticks us off. Don't be insane, okay? Just pick one and stick with it, or stay in between. But you cannot keep violently swinging between extremes, because it makes us want to strangle you in the night. Okay. 5. You think you understand girls, and you do not get it. You really don't. You really do not understand most of what goes on inside of our heads. And that is perfectly fine. That's cool. Most of us are good with that, because, that's why we are men and women. If we thought the same, we wouldn't be men and women. We would be one freaky combined gender, and that would mess everything up. And it would be weird, okay? So, no. We do not think the same as you, and you do not understand how we think, just like we don't understand how you think. And don't try to tell us what we're thinking or feeling, because chances are you're dead wrong. Just let us tell you, or just tell us not to tell you at all, and that you don't care. Just throwing that out there. Seriously. And if you don't know, ask. 6. Sometimes you have these opinions and we have to agree or we're stupid. This one is probably one of the most annoying ones on the list. Like, I am not meaning to bring up a hot button topic, but religion or political views or even football. God forbid. And by the way, if you're talking to a girl that even knows what she's talking about with regard to football, consider yourself lucky, okay? Because a lot of girls are really stupid about football. But for real, if, let's say you are agnostic and the girl that you like or don't like is Catholic or something, do not try to poke a pin in her beliefs. Just accept it. And if she talks about it all the time and that's what's bothering you, just tell her that you don't want to hear about it. And that you respect that that's what she believes, but it's not what you believe, so you don't want to hear about it. Okay? We respect what you believe, but it's not what we believe, so we don't want to hear about it. So if you are in a situation where you and said girl are not in agreement on a certain opinionated topic, chill. It's not the end of the world. You do not have to be right. We're good. It's no big deal. You do not have to start a fight over it. You don't need to tell us what is wrong with our particular point of view. We're good accepting that you don't believe it. So, just let it go. 7. You lie. This is probably my number one. By the way, these aren't in any sort of order. They just in order of what popped into my head. So this is probably my number one. You lie. Like big time and all the time. If you tell a girl that she's gorgeous and that you love her and that you want to spend time with her and that you're totally into her and you're not, and you don't think she's beautiful and you don't love her, then don't say it. Okay? We don't need to hear it. It's nice when we hear it, but we don't need to hear it. So, chill. You don't have to lie to get past whatever border you think you're crossing by lying. Okay? That's not what we want. We want you to tell the truth when you say those things. Because if you're lying, it just ended up hurting a lot later. When we find out that Sally, a waitress where you eat, has been hearing the same things from you for a month longer than you have. I mean, a month longer than we have. You know, it's unnecessary and it only ends up backfiring. I don't think I've known a single guy that has got away with lying to a girl and not had it blown up in his face. It's just dumb and unnecessary, and you really don't, you don't need to do it. We're cool with just taking it slow for a while. You don't have to say you love us until you actually love us. No biggie. 8. You act different in front of your friends. Oh my gosh. Okay. If you hold our hands and wrap your arms around us and kiss us in our house or your house or wherever we happen to be that happens to be private, and then when you're in front of your friends you don't even want to lay your finger on us, or you don't want to talk about us, or suddenly we're lame, that's A, gonna really hurt our feelings, and if you really care about us, then that will bother you, and B, it's really stupid and annoying. If you care that much about what your friends think, that's super insecure and really lame, and it's not you. You shouldn't be two different people around your friends and around us. Be the same person. If you don't want to hold hands in front of your friends, then don't hold hands with us at all. Because that's what we're going to expect, and then when it doesn't happen because you're in front of your friends, that's going to really hurt. And it's probably going to surprise us a little. But mostly it's going to hurt. So don't do that. Because that's kind of a jerk move. 9. You never tell us exactly how you feel about us. If you feel like you need wiggle room, this is not the relationship for you. Define relationship. Okay, I will. Relationship. The communication that happens between two people. It can be a friendship. It can be you crushing on someone else. It can be a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. Either way, it's a relationship. Okay, so if you need to not tell us exactly how you feel because you're afraid that you won't be able to take it back, then that's not how you feel. So let's say, a girl says, and I seriously doubt that she's going to be this flat out, but usually I am, not exactly this blunt, but to the basics. Let's be simple here. I like you, and I want to hang out with you, and I have fun with you, and you're really cute. How do you feel about me? We do not want to hear, you're really cool, and we should hang out sometime. And then follow up with no hanging out and hardly ever talking. And we do not want to hear, oh yeah, I think you're gorgeous, and I really like you too, and I'm crushing on you as well, and yeah, let's hang out. If that's not how you feel. You know? I mean, why don't you just say, if you like us, say, yeah, I like you too. Cool. If you don't, I don't like you that way, but I'd like us to be friends. And if you don't want to be friends, I don't really like you that way, and I barely know you, or I wish I barely knew you. You know? Just say what you mean, and mean what you say, 'cause, haha, that's really annoying. 10. Either, the big number 10, either you try way too hard, or you don't try hard enough. This sounds harsh. I'm gonna explain. If, by some miracle, the girl that you like likes you too, and believe me, even though it is a natural occurrence, it's still a miracle. Consider it one. If, by some miracle of chance, the girl you dig digs you too, then don't show up to hang out with her with your pants halfway down your butt, wearing 10 pounds of cologne, and your hat tipped sideways. Okay? Big pet peeve of girls is when you wear your pants halfway down your ass. It's gonna annoy us. And do not, even if you're gonna do it, when you know it's gonna annoy us, don't wear a belt and then wear it halfway down your ass. 'Cause that just makes you seem like an idiot who doesn't know how to operate a belt. Okay, you don't need to be Urkel and have it an inch from your belly button, but, okay, that looked weird. I was going like this, but you don't need to be, you know, Snoop Dogg and have it halfway down your butt. That does not make you cool. It makes you seem like you don't know how to operate a belt buckle. That is not the first impression you want to give your crush. Cologne. You don't need lots of it. Axe is nice when you only spray it once. When you spray it 9 or 10 times, it's just overwhelming, and it makes us not even want to touch you, let alone hug you or kiss you or spend more time with you. Shower before your date, and then don't put a whole crap load of stuff in your hair. Just leave it. Mess it up with your fingers and leave it. I mean, I get if you have long hair and you dig straightening it or something and you want to straighten it, that's cool. And if you want to style it, that's cool too. But don't, like, put a crap load of gel in it and make it all gross. If you touch your hair when it's fully dry and stuff comes off on your fingers, you need to wash your hair again. 'Cause that's gross. We do not want to be feeling it and run our fingers through your hair and then come out with waxy, nasty fingers. That's gross. We don't like that. Don't do that. And by the way, yeah, shower before your date. We like your natural, clean scent. We dig that. It's nice. It's cool. We like it. It's actually natural for us to dig that. It's the whole pheromone principle, and if you don't know what that is, Google it, because it's important knowledge. Okay, just be clean and normal, and don't try too little, and don't try too much, because either way, it's boring, and mildly irritating, and we don't like it. Find a happy medium. We're good with that. Okay, so I'm sorry if you guys did not like my incredibly long and probably incredibly boring video about guys. But if you did, and you feel like you took something from it, then comment below and tell me exactly what you took from it. And if you're a guy and you don't do any of those things, hit me up. Mwah.